We're not going to go down the insurance rabbit hole because, as you know, we don't talk about insurance here. But I do want to get into the marketing side of things. Where did you, like, as far as your background, I mean, do you have a marketing degree? Have you just studied this a lot? Where did you get it from? Because you do obviously have a knack for marketing.
So I've done a lot of different things in my life. I'm excited about life. I love to learn about things. In my 20s, I got involved in the team roping industry, cowboys and roping. And I helped start the Wrangler Team Roping Championships, which in our first year grew to exactly grew to the third largest team roping association really quickly. And I learned a lot about guerrilla marketing and grassroots efforts and customer service and building a brand as you go. So I did that. I took another job and went to work for a television program called The Ropin' Show. I lived down in Texas, so I learned a lot about video editing and having a television program on cable. And really, I learned a lot about working with people's egos and selling things, selling experiences. I
like that.
And
that's why you do so
all
well
of
with
these
Brad.
really crazy things. As all of us have been through, right? Then we had the crash of 2008, which hit the equine industry about 2 years later. So I came back and finished my degree. And what was funny was I came back and I was like, well, I've got my dad said I had to get a grown-up job. So I was studying elementary school. I was going to be a teacher, I'd be a terrible teacher for children. And I knew
I was going to say you're a great teacher, though.
Yeah, but not for kids. I'm kind of a hard ass, right? You've heard me. I'm like, really? That's what you want to do? Like, can you imagine me saying that to a 3-year-old or a third grader?
For sure.
Absolutely.
You want to be a what? No
Tough
way.
I'm walking into the registrar's office, no idea what I'm going to do. I'm feeling pretty lost. And there's this pink piece of paper laying on the ground, and it said, change your major to public relations. And I was like, all right. I literally took it into my advisor, and I was like, this paper I just found on the floor said to change my major to public relations. And I fell in love with the public relations side of marketing, which this is something I really haven't talked about. I'm glad that you asked.
Boom.
Because the way that I coach and the way that I approach marketing really has a lot of public relations roots to it. Creating the narrative, creating the story, telling the story. And then the marketing is kind of secondary in the way that I coach, right? I talk a lot about building up your following and telling people, building that know, like, and trust with people. So there's a lot of public relations that happens in the way that I coach. Fast forwarding, I went to a few different jobs. I'm a terrible employee. And like everybody else, I kind of fell into insurance. I've done sales. I've managed an office. I've eventually bought my own book of business. And then 6 months into us owning our business, my husband was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Wow.
He's doing great now, but we sold the business and I went into full-time digital marketing from there. And I've ran the gamut. Again, I like to learn. I like to know how everything works together. So I did paid ads. I did white labeling. I did some coaching in different programs. And about a year ago, I really kind of stepped into coaching on my own. End of sentence.